Gameoration.
What is going on, guys? It's Taylor.
And it's your boy Dre.
And welcome to another edition of Gameoration, where we may or may not be yelling at each other. Who knows? Question for you, Mr. Dre. I was on the way here thinking about something, and it brought me back to a younger time.
Tim Nietzsche's.
Again, you always bring that up. Yes, we're all very proud of you, Dre. Good job.
I wish.
Actually,
I don't wish.
Oh.
I don't want to wake up tomorrow and be like, oh my God, what is going on?
My huge wiener.
You see a doctor like, wait, what do you mean it wasn't like that? Just like, no, it wasn't like this. That would be a great movie. Cut all this out. I have a movie idea.
Cut it all out.
It's going to be called, what was the monkey paw?
Monkey wiener.
Yeah.
But no, wiener aside. I was actually thinking about saying so. Younger, when I was younger and I didn't drive, I was obviously a passenger in the and driving, being driven everywhere. A lot of times we'd go, trips or whatever, or, go to Disneyland or whatever, and you drive right home. Be very quiet in my car, where I was sitting. I'd be looking outside, and I would see these lights from businesses, right? And I'd always think what do they do? And that business is very quiet, and they go around what does that business do? What does it do? What are they doing? What are they advertising? Just very curious about every business I see and bright lights.
I've had these thoughts too, not just businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at the freeway, if you ever just sit there and look at the freeway, where the fuck are all these people going?
Oh, that one, yeah.
I'm saying, there's so many cars, so much traffic. I had this weird conspiracy theory that specifically insurance companies.
Okay.
I think insurance companies hire drivers, and all these people do is test drive cars. But the real intention behind them test driving cars is to fill up freeways, so the freeways look packed, so people get into more car accidents. Because then you can charge people a lot of money, and you can now force them to buy new cars. This it sounds weird, right? But if you we live in a society.
We do.
Well, we need a car to survive. If I stole your car tomorrow, or your car,
paying where you live.
Yeah. But how many people do you know who don't own a car?
Well, if you live in New York, people always say you don't need cars in New York.
I'm saying
we're right where you live.
Yeah. In general, where we live is what. Okay, let me rephrase that. Where we live, how many people do you know that don't own a car or don't drive?
Only those who can't drive because they're underage or
right. We live in a society where we have to have a car to survive. It is just impossible.
Yeah. And
even in New York, while you might not own a car, there are so many cars on a vehicle or on the road because people need cars to get to A/B. So I've always had this conspiracy theory, there's so many cars on the road. I don't even think, it doesn't make sense that all these people are going somewhere to work a job at this time. I really think car companies and insurance companies hire people to drive around cars on the freeway just to make the freeway packed so people can get into car accidents. And because that doesn't make logical sense. But what you're saying, so on that same note, not only were all of these cars going, but where are these people going, and what do they actually do in these buildings? For the longest time, I kept driving past this business everywhere I was. Prologis.
Prologic?
Prologis.
Prologis?
It's it looks like the word logic. It's Logis.
Okay.
It's almost everywhere in Southern California.
I never.
Look, now that I pointed it out to you, you're gonna drive past it, and you're like, "Oh, that's that." Dre was talking about. Now you're gonna always notice it because I have no idea what they do. I think they're a shipping and handling company. But I was seeing this I would be in fucking Santa Clarita, and it's a Prologis building, and fucking Norwalk Prologis building, fucking Long Beach Prologis. What is this? I've never heard of this fucking business. But they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, I sit down and think about this shit too. Did you know? And this is more on a conspiratorial side, but this is pure conspiracy theory, allegedly, whatever how you want to phrase it, so I don't get sued.
Okay.
But a lot of churches or religion, not just churches, but religious facilities will buy out buildings and purposely leave them empty, but has something to do with taxes and saving money. And they're saying Scientology is really bad at, really known for this, about buying these buildings that just stay empty.
Mm-hmm.
They like mark it down like a business, but it's just an empty building. Like they'll shape it up like it look like a church venue or something.
Okay.
But they don't do anything with it, and they just keep buying these buildings basically to move their money around and to like kind of like invest from properties. Don't do anyway.
Laundering money?
Kind of like that, but it's a church, so you don't have to be like launder money, but you have to like.
Sounds that way.
Well, I mean, man, have you ever like dug deep into Scientology? Like,
Did I say yes and you yell at me and tell me I'm wrong?
No, it's a question. Like in general, like Scientology is like the most, like, it sounds weird. It's like this
asinine religion, made up religion.
But if you actually like look in details, like what the religion is about, who created the religion, yeah, that like I wasn't even talking about the actual what they believe. Like even what they believe is even further out.
We're talking about going clear and trying to like do the test where they tells you how your number is.
Yeah, all that shit is like, it sounds like a fucking sci-fi like comedy / horror novel.
Because what's his name was an author.
Yeah,
he wrote a bunch of high side. That fucking after that alien, not Alien Earth, but the one John Travolta. He has a brain.
After Earth.
Is it After Earth?
No, after Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, that is his. That's a novel by him.
Yeah, but it is like if you ever want to go down like the conspiratorial, like, let me just see what this shit is about. Scientology is like, it is interesting.
Very secretive too. They're very protective of their building.
So
don't go near with the camera.
Allegedly. So I think the dude who not owns, but it's like the quote unquote the Pope of Scientology. His name's like David Miscavige or David Scavenge or something like that. No,
is his wife still missing?
Yeah, no one has seen his wife.
Yeah,
in 10+ years. No one. That is wild. The fact that like
and no one looked into it.
Yeah, like we're talking about in the age of social media.
Yep.
In the age where everyone's like posting shit and like, but like the Leanne Rimini.
Oh, Leah Remini.
Yeah, she submitted like several requests. Yeah, that's how I know some of these interesting shit. And then I looked into it. It's like this is some wild shit.
She did a whole multi-part series.
Yeah, but like she was submitting requests of what is it called when you check to see if someone's if they're alive?
Wellness check.
Wellness check, and they like basically faked her wellness check, or they showed pictures that she was okay, but no one's seen his wife in like. Could you imagine not seeing someone for 10 years? That's fucking wild.
Unless somebody reports them as missing or in danger, the cops can't do anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That Leanne Rimini tried to do that.
Yeah.
But her husband's like, oh yeah, she's fine, and they can't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
And then plus they probably have people on the inside. Oh, there's a really good documentary. It's called Surviving Church. It's in Netflix, but it's basically taking down a church guy. But it's basically like taking down Scientology, but it is, man, you realize how fucking much power religions have, and it's just fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all back to what you were saying, like
about the science?
These buildings,
okay,
like what inside of him, and that going down my rabbit hole. But I honestly think a lot of buildings are just empty on purpose. Because also, man, you fucking shouldn't have got me started, right?
I just thought that was interesting to say, like, it's me funny. Like, on the way home, I look at buildings, like, what buildings, what do they do there?
Because I drive by buildings.
No, you do. Because I know you leave at wee hours in the morning, and like it's bright and it's quiet on the freeway. You're sitting there driving, like you look at all you see is illuminated signs everywhere.
Yeah,
and they're advertising for something or telling you something.
Have you been to Japan? You should go to Japan. Japan is like a whole.
Like no, it's not like you should go to Japan. Yeah.
No, when I say you should just go to Japan, like you should fucking go to Japan. It is like.
I know people up like every hour of the morning. Like
Oh, they're not like that at all. Japan is like 10 o'clock is when things actually wake up, and then like by midnight everything's closed. Like that Japan is not an all day.
A job or two ago, I used to have a live camera. We had a TV in our office with like 6 people, and so we just put on like Shibuya Square camera live feed. We'd watch it all fucking day because it was our their night was our day, so we'd watch them.
Well, what I'm just saying is like Vegas, which like the city that never sleeps, Japan is not like that at all. In fact, if you don't fucking catch the train by midnight, your ass is fucking assed out because there ain't no trains no more.
Yeah.
Trains all shut down at midnight. Don't matter where the fuck you are. Like, oh yeah, you need to get home. Tough. And then and they don't wake up early. Like 10 o'clock is when like businesses actually start open. Like we're like 8 o'clock.
10 a.m.
Yeah. Okay. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Some of them are like, no, we open at noon. You fuck what you want to do. It's just Japan. Anyway.
Okay.
Back to my kid. Like I drive past these buildings. Like there's
Japan or now?
In America, right? Remember that on the news article, there was a news thing like 6 months ago of them like those 2 towers in LA that looked like luxury condos.
Oh, the ones that got tagged up and they're
fucking empty, right? Like who owns these empty ass luxury condos that got super fucking tagged up? So there's something weird where there's a bunch of buildings where no one's actually in that clearly costs a lot of money. And then so there's a bunch of buildings that
should be used for homeless people. In theory, they should be used for homeless.
Or they could be used fucking anyway. You're homeless, fucking filling with storage batteries, storage
batteries?
Like storage, like a energy facility.
Okay.
Did you know? God, man, I spend way too much time just fucking watching YouTube videos. I'm doing my shit like 4 in the morning. That there are buildings in Los Angeles that are legitimately not real buildings. They're just energy facilities.
Energy facilities.
Yeah. So they're like a power plant, but they don't want to stick a fucking power plant in the middle of like Compton. So they put it in like a building that looks like a building, but it's just.
So do you see just walk in and see one big battery there and just like with some wires coming out of it?
Well, yeah. If you were able to get inside this building, it would just be like a giant battery factory. But on the outside, it looks like a real building.
It reminds me of like those like the sci-fi movies or like the James Bond movies where you go into like their big warehouse to see their big machine. There's one big fucking battery that's like being hooked up with like 6 people on different computers working on this one thing.
That's probably what it is. Yeah,
running for some reason somehow.
I want to look this up now, but I want to do it on camera. But anyway, this is a real thing.
Okay.
But there are buildings that are fake buildings.
Just purely used for
that are just
batteries.
Yeah, they just look like aesthetically
32 D batteries just hooked into one machine, powering one arcade.
It's almost like the cell towers that look like trees, but they don't really look like trees, but they like have a design where it's like, okay, they didn't want to make it look like a cell tower, so this is what they came up with.
It's probably more so to sell property in the area so they don't like get cancer from it as often.
But it's the same thing. Like there's these giant like electric facilities, basically just like giant power transformers, but they don't want to look like that.
Okay.
So like this, so some of those businesses you're talking about might just be those buildings, and then some of them might be owned by Scientology, allegedly. It's empty buildings. Because I drive by buildings all the time and see these empty ass buildings. That like this is one of them off the 5 freeway.
Okay.
That is a building that is dilapidated, graffitied up, and it's just like, why doesn't someone do something about that building? Like, fix it up. Like, I was looking for the fucking housing for this studio for like months, and there's all these buildings that aren't being used for anything, and yeah, it's fucking wild.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, on the way over here, like I saw the bingo place down in Hawaiian Gardens, and I'm like, oh, it's like a big castle because like it's all gated up and everything, and there's big buildings and bingo. And we talked recently about bingo, and you know how when your relatives one big at bingo, but
that's an old people thing. Like,
we play at church. I'm not a church person, but I go for their fall festival, so we like to play bingo.
Yeah.
And we, for 50 cents, like me and my wife and my daughter we'll play bingo, and my daughter has fun. My wife, my daughter, my mother-in-law, I even go to Polly's on Wednesdays to do play bingo sometimes. Like every once in a while they'll go on Wednesdays to play bingo. At night they have bingo. Now they have karaoke too. So at Polly's, you can go there, have a meal, and sing karaoke.
Like, am I thinking of different Polly's? Yeah.
No, Polly's Pies. You can go to get sing karaoke and play bingo, and all you do is you win pastries. Like pastries that are gonna go bad, they have those as first prizes. And my mother-in-law won like a whole turkey right after Thanksgiving.
That's smart, because then you get them in the door. Because the hardest part they get is getting people in the door.
Butts
spend money, butts in seats.
Yeah,
especially like days like when no one's gonna be like, no one's fucking going to eat fucking Tuesday night.
Wednesday night, so my wife will go there. They'll go there, and then they'll buy dinner or something or whatever.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about not even a real topic, but did you see the Spider-Man trailer?
I did.
What'd you think?
Brand new day. Yeah, it's a story that I'm familiar with, but not that familiar with. Is it going directly from the comic?
Yeah, I'm curious because I know how Brand New Day ends, and it basically ends how one of my favorite endings.
Mephisto one, or is it all a dream?
No, it's the let's just reset reality.
Yeah,
let's hit the reboot button.
But then is that what they did last time though, and Far From Home?
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how closely related they're going to be. Like No Way Home. Yeah, Far From Home. Yeah, No Way Home. Yeah. Where he didn't necessarily reboot reality. He just kind of like made him forget him. So I wonder because what happens in Brand New Day is it
mutated.
No.
What's the become spider?
What's his Aunt May dies at some point in Brand New Day.
She did last movie.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And then eventually he resets reality at the end of it. And it's like, seriously? I hate all reset reality storylines, but it makes me think that they're going that direction because they're just kind of like throwing cameo after cameo in there. It's like, okay, they're really like stacking this.
Yeah, but is it? Is it? It's not Brandon. It's one more. It's One More Day where he trades Mephisto. Like I never met Mary Jane. Like their whole together like is disappeared. Like he forgets Mary Jane, but in order to bring, is it to bring Aunt May back? I'm
Brand New Day is to bring Aunt May back. Oh, the ending of it. I don't know if I've never heard of One More Day. So
yeah, and then One More Day is when he gets to be back with Mary Jane and they're married. It's One More Day, I think it is.
That's how. So maybe we're talking about the same thing, but we're
getting the name wrong. I'm trying to think offhand.
Because at the end of Brand New Day, he is married to MJ before he gets reset.
Yeah,
or something along those lines.
It's a deal with Mephisto. It deals with Mephisto. He makes a deal.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I know
it's been a while.
I know that because I was getting excited. I'm like, oh, well, they introduced Mephisto into Ironheart.
Did
into Ironheart.
Oh,
so maybe that's gonna happen. Like, he'll get Mephisto. Like, we'll have him like at the very end be like, hey, you fucking 6-armed freak, you want to go back to normal? Like, fucking X, 86. Well, you already forgot about Mary Jane, so like, you gotta forget about somebody else or forget about being a superhero. Maybe it'll go something weird, and then like. So this is the last Spider-Man Tom Holland is signed up for. So
yeah,
they're gonna like.
That's what I was thinking too.
The fucking money truck to his for his front lawn, or whatever, and just dump it out.
I was thinking that, and this is just all conspiracy. I didn't realize it was his last contractual because like I would assume that this whole Spider-Man Disney venture was only going to last at best 2 more movies before Sony's like, okay, now we want our shit back. But I do think because all the Spider-Verse movies have been flopping outside of Spider-Verse, but like Madam Web, Kraven the Hunter, Mobius, which I actually like Mobius, but I haven't seen Kraven the Hunter or Madam Web yet, but I just hear terrible things about both.
Yeah.
I was wondering, because Sadie Sink is rumored to be in this.
Being great, yeah. You may or may not see her, but also please note that in multiple instances, trailers have things omitted out of them.
Yeah, or like digitally edited out of them too.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, that's what I meant.
So I was just wondering, like, that's why I just thought they're probably gonna reboot this because they're stacking it now. They brought the hand, which looks like the hand. They're bringing that in
because they also have the Punisher, so they're gonna have
the Punisher.
They have Daredevil in there, but not shown.
So it just looks like they're stacking it at this point. They're just gonna tease this super universe before they reset it all. Like, oh, take it all away.
Was Spider-Man ever part of the Defenders?
Defenders, no.
It was always been Iron Man, Luke Cage, Daredevil, and Jessica Jones.
Iron Man? Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, sorry.
It's like Iron Man. He's never part of it.
Apologies.
No, not that I know. I don't have any. No, zero remembers him being.
I remember they did. The one comic I was looking for because I had the card of it, and I was like, oh, this was awesome. It was in the new Fantastic Four. It was Spider-Man, Hulk, Ghost Rider, and Wolverine.
I do remember
they took over the Fantastic Four for a little bit.
I do remember I don't remember it being Hulk, but I do remember Wolverine and Ghost Rider.
I have the card. It had the Ghost Rider card, and it's them like in a subway.
It just sounds so weird.
I know it is. Yeah, it's the Hulk is essentially the thing. I guess they're taking like the thing.
Yeah, I get it.
But it was really cool. Like it was Hulk and his his suit and everything, and then Wolverine and Spider-Man and Ghost Rider.
Just random. Like just put all our popular characters in there. Just put
Fantastic Four, yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Four of you, huh? Fantastic.
Yeah, great. So I mean, on that, you said your daughter. You mentioned your daughter at some point. I forget what you said.
Oh, Spider-Man?
Yeah, you said your daughter. What you were talking? Anyway, I was trying to segue,
no,
but I can't remember what you said now, so it already fucked up my segue. But you have this interesting thing called a child.
I do.
It is a very interesting thing. I don't have this, so I often wonder, because we live in an age.
A thing who you keep calling,
yeah.
but refers to you as Uncle
this
Dre.
Thing, right? You have this little like
a small entity
that just walks around the house that you own, that you're technically in charge of, and like have responsibility. Like we live in this age.
I call her Fuchi, but
yeah, we live in this age where we are starting to see the results or the effects that shit that was brought out during our existence. That was brand new to us. What do I mean by that? Video games. When we were kids, that was like the first age of video games. Video games exist before them, not like the point they do now. So there was no saying like how it was going to affect people, society, whatnot. So now we're starting to see those effects because it's like they've been around for like 30 plus years. We grew up with like the internet. There was no internet before. Like,
not grew up with the internet. I got internet like in my teens.
But what I mean is like there was no. Your parents wasn't telling you about how the internet was for them back then.
Encyclopedias. Encyclopedias is where we lived.
Like now we live in this age of internet where now we're starting to see like, okay, how did this affect the world, or like the age of social media? Social media didn't exist. Like your parents were talking about what they did on social media, right?
Yeah. So I was taking my daughter to school on Friday. Friday, right? And Thursday. So I go to school Thursday. So as it is recording. So anyway, I get to school, her school, we get there early, and she sits in the front seat with me, watches shows on my phone, and we talk and hang out, and she has a snack, whatever. Before I walk her to school. We're at the gate. She decided to stay in her car seat because like kids have been in the car seat till like they're 8 or 9 now. Like
damn.
Yeah, the rules have changed. So, but she's 5. So she stayed in her car seat, and she had her. So I bought her. I'm very techie. I bought her a smartwatch for kids. Like, she has a smartwatch, like a kid smartwatch. So it's like full of kids games and everything. But it's a full-on smartwatch. So you can touch screen anything too.
Hey, to be fair to your daughter,
she's spoiled.
I had a Game and Watch smartwatch. And I was so mad when that shit died. But it was a little.
This one has USB-C charging.
Oh wow! But it was a Game and Watch. It was a watch, and I could play like little mini games. So
everyone had that. That's the Seiko like the calculator watch. It was cool.
Yeah,
but. I bought her a cell phone, and then I was able to manually go through and find where I can add songs manually to her song. So she now has her phone full of songs that she likes.
Aww.
And so what she does, because she knows we do it, she does podcasts on her phone. So she will come and she will say, "Daddy, Daddy, I'm recording," and I'm like, "Okay." So I'll say something, and I'm like, okay, so I'll talk, and I'm all, what are you recording, honey? It's my podcast. Remember, this is number 86. I'm like, Jesus, honey, like you're a good job. You're monetize your stuff.
You could turn this into like a cartoon where your daughter, you're the old person that don't understand. So your daughter's like, hey, I'm recording a podcast, and you're like, whatever, honey. And then like she goes back, it's like this huge network where she's like part of like the Kingpin, like, the whole podcast ring, and she has like all the other friends, the crazy like this whole podcast network. Yeah. Kind of funny, kind of like Rugrats.
Yeah, except podcast rights.
Yeah,
but
podcast rights. There you go.
And then so like she's in her car seat. I'm like, sit up front, honey, and watch the show. No, it's okay. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm sitting there in the front seat, and she's in the back seat. I'm looking at her, and she has her phone, and she's taking selfies with them. And like smiling and taking selfies and everything and recording things. But she's in there and I'm like, honey, what are you doing? She's like, I'm just, taking pictures and, recording things, recording episodes, recording shows. And then she will like sit and she'll record prayers to herself on video. And so she'll go through. She has a library of videos in her phone, and that like she's recorded on her own, just without even knowing. And then she'll be like, she'll go through, look at my videos, and she'll go through and she'll be like on in her room on a chair, sitting down, talking, and she'll go through these long monologues of like whatever stuff. And I'm like, okay, so like you talk about social media and how you growing up, her seeing also I'm like, so me and my wife do influencer, which means they send us products and we review them, we have to take a picture of them. She will set my daughter will be like, oh daddy, give me 1 second, I'll play we'll play right now, I need to take a picture, I need to review this. So she'll take a picture of her toy with her phone, and she'll talk into it and do a review, because she knows I do talk to text. So you're talking about social media. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, no, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, and this is a weird thing. I don't know if you know, there's a case going on right now in downtown LA where a girl is suing Facebook, well, social media companies in general.
What they do?
Basically saying that it's, well, at the end of the day, it's basically saying that it's harmful. It was promoting harmful stuff to her, even though she was basically mentally sick. Facebook knew this, and they were basically ignoring the signs and purposely giving her material that was harmful, and it destroyed her mental health. So she's suing Facebook, right?
Did she not have the ability to delete her account?
Well, that's the thing. They're saying the part of the argument is Facebook made it so addictive and like necessary that even though she was trying, even though it was bad for her mental health,
okay,
the addiction that Facebook created is wouldn't allow her to stop. And she didn't just sue Facebook. It was Facebook, TikTok, and TikTok settled. They're like, "Hey, you're right. Here's your money." They didn't. Okay. They didn't admit fault. They settled for an undisclosed amount.
Like, fuck out of here.
Like,
fuck out of my face.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Who knows, right? They didn't disclose, but Facebook didn't want to settle. So there's a case now. Anyway, I say all this like because I don't have kids, so I always wonder because I have some young people I hang around. They're like 10 years. 5 years, 8 years younger than me.
Family?
No, family too. But like, I see them to grow up, and this is a long roundabout way of saying. I see like we grew up in a different world. I feel like
TV show.
Yeah. And then the younger generation, they grew up in a different world where like social media was like a thing that was just there always to them, and it just made sense.
You want to have an experiment just to do? Give a child something, and immediately they'll start tapping the screen. They won't know.
I have a nephew. We just realized, I think he thinks all screens are touch screens.
Yeah.
Because when we were in Japan, the TVs were like really low to the ground, and he kept touching the TV. And we're like, what is he doing? I was like, I think he thinks all screens
touch
screens, and then
just indoctrinated. They think now.
Yeah,
like,
but the TVs have always been, most TVs have always been too high for him to touch.
Yeah.
But this one is now low enough for him to go. So it was like interesting. But like, yeah, I was gonna say, like, where do you as an adult, when do you allow your kid to start doing anything technology wise that pretty much should? Because I had this thought. This is long thought, but it was just basically that I can't imagine navigating in a world with kids because
of the dangers on the other side of the screen.
Yeah, dangers on anything. Like, we're talking about video games, we're talking about internet, we're talking about Instagram, we're talking about Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, TVs can be harmful, but it's very controlled, and it's very like more of a controlled environment, right? Even your cell phone, right? You said you put your phone, you can kind of like put like locks on what your daughter can't download, and you can put stuff on there. There's gonna be a point where like she's gonna want an Instagram account, right? She's gonna want to start playing Xbox. Like, she wants her own Xbox in her own room. How do you navigate that as an adult? I'm just curious. I genuinely wonder about this sometimes because I see these kids addicted to these things, and I'm like, damn, if I had kids, I would try to shelter them from all this up until they were like 14 if I could.
So right now, she's not into gaming the way I would like her to be. But again, I can't force on her. Because
like, not to switch off, but you were talking about Resident Evil, right?
Yeah.
And like, we were talking about AI, Resident Evil, and realism, and like, killing somebody. Like, at what point is it okay for let's say you had a boy or girl, your kid, to play a game where that is like a moral choice they have to make?
I don't know, because she hasn't got the mechanics down in most games. Like she will play Mario, but like I tell her like he'll run, jump, like whatever. Like the mechanics really aren't there for her. And then she's not much of a gamer. She'll play for a little bit and then she'll stop. She really likes Uno or she likes card games. Like my mother-in-law plays cards with her a lot. And gambles with her. Literally gambles with her and the neighbors. And she'll sit there, the 5-year-old with like these 80-year-old ladies like gambling for like money. And she'll come over like, look at all this money I won. I'm like, really? So yeah, I actually won the money. She won these card games. I'm like,
she's like hustling your.
She is. She's turned into a card shark. She likes to play when we're at home. She likes to play dominoes. She's like, play dominoes, Daddy. I'm like, okay. Then she's like, I won. I'm like, okay, well you won. Yes, dominoes. She likes cards. She likes anything like, or on the Loteria or like Bingo.
I found your cartoon. It's called Parents Just Don't Understand, and it's kids hustling their parents constantly. And then they go back and like have a little group where they're like, yeah, they think I'm stupid, but they don't understand. She's like, oh, I won, Daddy. Like, no, wait, you didn't. I won, Daddy. You're like, okay,
she does do that.
You won.
Yeah, she'll say I won.
And then like they go back to hustling with their tongue. Like, yeah, I ran this hustle while Pops.
No. So the thing is, like with my daughter, for some reason, people just give her money.
Yeah, I'm just.
I don't know why. My stepdad. So we'll go see my mom. My stepdad will visit her for no reason. My stepdad will, hey, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while here. Here's $100. The fuck? And I'm like, and then my mom would be like, why are you giving her money? She's like, because I want to. And then like, I'm like, honey, what'd you do? I said hi. I'm like, all right. Some lady stopped my mother-in-law with her, and she's like, oh, your granddaughter's so cute. Can I give her $1? And I'm like, and then my mother-in-law was like, okay, like she was very wary of the person because it was a weird situation. She took it up she went to Denny's. And some older couple was like, oh, your granddaughter's so cute. Can you pay for your meal? Like, what are you doing that you're getting people to pay and give you money? That's weird. I mean, it's like, I'll whatever. Like, that's nice.
Very weird.
Thank you, but like, be thankful. But this is not something that's supposed to happen all the time. Like, or anytime really, some strangers giving you money. I'll touch on that again, but a different light and later on in our topic here. When it comes to my daughter and topics when it goes to like anything as far as realism or anything like that, she can't do anything mechanics that are strong. Like when it comes to twin sticks and like and face buttons, it's just too much for her to do. She can't get the concept. So I'm not worried about that yet. She's also a very so speaking of hustling, her new hustle for me, which I've learned, and I said, you do this on purpose. You're doing this on purpose. Or a couple things. So she'll be like, Dad, you want to play a game? I'm like, okay. She'll like, then she'll make it. Okay, so she likes, so her and my, a couple things. I'm just going to go off on a little one thing.
A rant.
Yeah, so
you know what really grinds my gears.
So my wife's thing with her now is she'll sit and watch these videos online, TikTok or Instagram. She'll watch videos where they
order from Sanrio.
Yeah, with Hello Kitty or whatever stuff like that type of thing. And so what happens, like there's this person who will say, okay, this person, this kid, whatever, whoever it is, likes this character and they paid for X amount of balls. So she'll go in and she'll like pick out like these balls and then she'll open the balls and say what they're gonna get in their box. And it's like a blind box, but that's what it is. And then if you pay extra money, they'll record a video for you. If you're doing that.
Yeah, but they be hustling.
Yeah,
and it's such a hustle.
And how do I say this respectfully? It's not a person who speaks English fluently because they're using an AI voice to do it.
Yeah,
they're using an AI voice to do whatever. And so what she will do, my daughter loves getting those and watching the videos. So what she'll do is my wife will buy her boxes every now and then, and she'll get a box them in, and she'll go through and see all this stuff. Then she will say, Daddy, can you help me out? I want to record. I want to make mommy a box. So she will get the box and she will have me write down a piece of paper what the item is and put them in a little bowl for her. And then she will go through and say, this box, she'll to herself at her table, she'll say, this box is for, so-and-so, whoever she likes this character. And then she'll say, but she doesn't get that the voice is AI. So when my wife's there, she's like, so my wife would have to like imitate the voice, like one ruler or one paper, or whatever. Anyway, it is. She'll have to do that voice. for her, and then my daughter will put it in the box for her, and she'll close it up, and then she'll present it to whoever she wants to give it to. So she loves making boxes and giving gifts. That's her thing, though. She likes to give it. So she will. So I made her this little toy kitchen that my wife got a long time ago for her. Like, that's the one thing she consistently has used. She'll make it a store. She'll make it a kitchen itself, and she will. Lately, it's been a store. And so we take her swimming lessons, and then so swimming lessons we'll go to on the weekend, and then before swimming lessons, like five or 10 minutes before, they do check-in. They'll do, okay, so and so time check-in, and all the kids line up and they take their name and make sure they're roll call kind of much. They'll imitate that at their restaurant. They'll say, okay, or a 5-minute, 10-minute check-in, and then everyone in line for the 10 o'clock opening of the store, and then she'll be like, oh, Daddy, I'm so busy. The doors aren't opening. There's people outside waiting. I'm like, well, you gotta get your stuff ready and stuff. And then she'll do that. But that's her thing. She likes to pretend a lot, and she loves doing those boxes. So she will ask my wife, can we go to bed early, and they lay in bed and watch the videos, because she'll fall asleep watching the videos. Oh. That's her thing. So she's not really into gaming. She likes art. Right now she's been into art and the boxes. Boxes are the biggest thing. She has boxes. She's kept boxes, and she will make boxes over and over and over again. And she'll make boxes for everybody. And if you come over. If you come over and is hanging out on the couch, like you've in the past, when you're hanging out on the couch, she will eventually walk to her kitchen and start making you something. She will get items, toys from her, and she'll put them in boxes or put them in little rags and wrap them up and bring them to you as a gift, because she wants you to open them and be gifts. That's her thing. So that's that rant. But the second thing, the hustle part. So she has done this thing now where she says, I'm scared, I don't want to watch this anymore. So we did this with One Piece season 2. Me and my wife actually got into it with season 1, so I'm really happy. I'm like, cool, I watch it together. We watch things together, but like this is firmly my thing. And so we watched it, and my daughter was there. She's like, oh, can I watch my show? But she does to me too. So whenever we're playing a game, she'll be like, okay, well, we'll play a game. Okay, well, let me put something in the background. Can I watch my show? Well, no. You didn't want to watch your show. You wanted to play a game. You didn't want to watch your show until I picked up the controller and said, I'm going to watch something in the background while we do your game. Well, no. Well, that's not fair. You can't do that. You can't just wait till I'm going to grab the controller. Then you say, can I play this?
I bought the coolest device. It was really cheap on eBay.
Was it a leash? Can't put a leash on her.
And it was a taser. No, it was smart glasses.
Uh-huh.
They call them XR glasses, extended reality.
Yeah.
They're basically these kind of goofy looking sunglasses,
uh-huh,
but you can see a television in front of you.
Yeah.
You get some of these so it doesn't look like, so they can't tell you're playing the game. You're like, oh no, honey, I'm watching. And you're like playing a game. It's like, what are you playing? Like playing the TV? Like, oh, I'm just pretending to play the TV, daddy. And you can play the games that way. You can just get away with while playing the game, not to have to bother your daughter. That way you can
line door.
Best of both worlds.
But the other hustle, like as I mentioned, is the being scared. So she will say, I'm scared, but as soon as you say, okay, we'll turn it off, she'll say, can I watch my show? That's the thing. She's
learning how to manipulate you. Like,
yeah, she's saying that she's scared, so you can turn on the TV so she can watch her. So it got to the point where yesterday we were watching Sonic 3 yesterday. Sonic 3, Sonic Shadow. A kid's show. Kid's fucking movie. So we're watching it, right? And they're
I still haven't seen that. It's like Sonic Shadow, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's really good. So I really liked it. I like all the Sonic movies, oddly enough.
So
okay. We're going and they're fighting, whatever, and then like you got to a point where Dr. Robotnik's talking to his henchman, right? And they're just talking on the screen. My daughter gets to me, Daddy, I'm scared. I'm like, scared of what? They're just talking. They don't do anything. I'm all, you weren't scared a moment ago and they were fighting. And Sonic, well, I don't want them to get hurt. I'm like, no, you're saying that. No, this is really scary. I don't want to turn it off. And then she'll get to the point of start crying, and I'm like, oh man, like what? I'm all, just watch the movie. It's fine. It's for kids, honey. It's for kids. And she just says no. So I'm like, fine, I'll turn it off. I said, okay. So I press back, turn it off. Daddy, I'm all, what? I watch my show. I'm like, really? Like,
hell no.
That is why you wanted me to turn it off, because you wanted to watch your show. I'm all, honey, you have a TV, you have Amazon Fire Stick, you have everything we have here, all the channels we have here on the main TV in our living room, in your room. Watch it there. If you want to go in your room. You have a room full of toys it's
not the same, no, man.
No, for some reason, not the same. And then she'll say, I'm like, honey, but I watched my show. you can't watch it on your computer. I'm like,
bitch, I own this house. Fuck you talking about?
She did. She will say, "Can you watch it on your computer? I want to watch. I want to watch my show on
bitch,
here."
Who you think you talking? This is my house. You just pay rent here.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
Oh man, you got
pull that shit with my wife. But with me, because she knows I watch, because I have been forced to watch stuff on my computer because if they're watching TV, whatever they're gonna do on the big TV, I have been regulated to my desk.
Oh god, you get hustled anyway.
So that's her hustle.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, let's say like your daughter got a hold of like mechanics of a controller.
Yeah.
What are you okay with? Like, again, I don't have kids, so I the way I imagine I would navigate this is basically you're not allowed to touch the internet or computers until you're like 16, and even then, I think it would be super guided. like unless you're gonna let me
lockdown.
Yeah, looking at your shoulder, computer, and I know that sounds a bit extreme, but I see how this affects younger people, and like even like you're describing your daughter's like addiction to like selfies, and like that's starts off small and cute, but at some point like they're infatuated with the way they look or how they presented themselves online. Like I remember we were waiting in line to see like the corpse flower in like Long Beach.
Yeah. And
I could hear these kids talking about how their friend posted a photo and these other people were commenting on it, and like they were like heartbroken. It was just like, man, I don't post a photo. But it's like these kids don't know like a reality outside of that. Like their world is Instagram, so like, or Facebook. So when people
clout chasing, right?
Yeah. Like they're like, so they post a photo, and if their high school likes it, they feel good about it, and if they don't, they feel bad about it. And it's like, I never grew up where like Instagram was this necessity in my life. So if I post some shit on Instagram, no one ever comments on it, who gives a fuck, right? That's how I feel, but that's not how they feel. They're like legit like down in the dumps about how their post was performing. So I'll say young kids, they're taught that performance is a necessity. Like the way you perform on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Like everyone's always performing, so you need to be performing too. But like I don't think we grew up that way. We definitely didn't grow up that way.
The thing is that to that point, when we were in school, when you saw people at school, you saw them in school only.
Yeah.
Outside of school, you don't really, unless you live near them and you play with them or hang out outside of school, you can see them outside of school. So you didn't see their their non-school life. Now
it might as well not existed, huh?
Yeah, there's like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow, and then you'll fucking disappear as like a fart in the wind. So, but now with Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, whatever, you can see these people all the time because they're always posting things, and just because they need. It's just, well, I'm not saying their need, but like they want to see who can get the most likes, whatever. But they'll comment or do stupid things or tricks, whatever they're doing. But there's a way now to see your people you go to school with outside of school. So the regulations of school are taken off, and at home, it's free reign. They can do whatever they want.
Yes. So this all goes back to my thing. Like, again, I don't have a child, and I just
saying that I gotcha.
How do you navigate? Like in my head, I'm like saying no, T16. How do you navigate? Like, because what's right for you? Sorry, cut you off. What's right for you might not be what's right for everyone else, and you might have a different perspective. I just want to say, how do you personally feel about it?
Right now, my wife is my barometer, so she will be like, so we don't post what school she goes to. So every picture of that school she takes, either her we crop out or we block out like the name of her school because nobody needs to know where she goes to school.
That's another thought. I didn't even think about that. Ooh.
Yeah. And then also she's like, whenever is a picture like of our daughter, please don't tag the city you're in Instagram. You can tag location. So sometimes you'll do that, and then but I don't want people to know like where we live, like in what city. I'm like, okay.
Dog, not to cut you off again. There's this guy on YouTube I watch. It's actually really interesting. He will see a photo.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy. He'll tell you where you live.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what? He's like, well, based on the sun and the shadows, it's somewhere in the eastern hemisphere, south of this day, New Guinea. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. How do you do that? So anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Some people.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah, but like. Yeah, so she'll do that. Now and also whenever there's a picture of her and her friends at school, like, oh, they got an award or whatever. There's a picture. I have to block out the kids. I have to block out the other person's name because I'm not sure how their parents feel about online.
Yeah.
And then,
which I'm glad people are getting into. Like I watched the video today, and it was like Chuck E. Cheese, and this Chuck E. Cheese kicked the little girl by accident.
I saw that. It's in the soccer one, right?
Yeah. But like there was like a blur, like it was a really bad blur. But the fact that it was there, like they understand the concept. Like this funny thing happened, but I don't want to expose the child as much. So I was like, super bad blur, but their conscience of blurring out this child.
Video editor, you know, they're doing their best. Though,
I just like, I thought it was like, I like that we're seeing that more and more. Like people are like, kid don't need to be on social media. So sorry, keep going.
That was it. And then and as far as games go, like her friend plays Roblox. I found out it was Roblox because she kept saying, "Oh, so and so at school plays this. Do you have this?" And I'm like, I never heard that game. What is it? She's like, "Oh, it's called this." I'm like, "Okay." I looked it up. I'm like, "Oh, I found something similar." I'm like, "Oh, is it Roblox, honey?" And then she's like, "I think so." I'm like, "Okay, no." Well, we have Roblox. Roblox is free. Well, it's just you have to download this separate little like game.
Yeah.
But no, we haven't. No, I don't play it, honey. But if you want to, I can with you. Granted, she won't be on mic or on video or with headphones on. You know, maybe I'll play it like I can do it with volume on, but it won't be with mic or video.
Right.
There's no reason for her to talk to anybody online because there's fucking no anybody online. And I mean, that's always has been that way. I mean, if she wants to play games, like I'll buy her. She takes Gabby's Dollhouse. So we'll play Gabby. We'll play the Gabby game, Barbie game. Any game that she has to read too much, she gets so mad. She's like, "Oh, it's so much reading. I want to play
words and shit."
And she's learning to read. She's really smart. She's really good in reading, like for kindergarten. But she just doesn't she doesn't get the concept of like, fetch quests and everything. And all these games are just one big fetch quest, and go find this, go find this, and then now kind of like a small, easy to master puzzle for us, but for her, not so much. So I don't have to worry about her in that game. And she may not be into games the way I am. She may go my wife's route, and like she'd rather play a board game than a video game.
That's good. I try to play board games. Me and my family, my Washington side of family, we get down on board. We get down on some fucking categories. We like tooth and nail, take that shit seriously. My other half the family gets down on Uno.
play Uno and Loteria. We play Loteria, right?
Yeah, I play. It's just bingo, right?
Oh yeah, Spanish. Yeah, but we play and then Left Right Center.
Oh, we were playing that recently. I didn't enjoy that game.
You didn't? Oh, yeah. In our family when we do it, it's everybody's. There's a big mosquito right there on the light. When we do it, it's a lot of yelling. It's right, or left, and like clapping and kind of and you're supposed to have a good time and yell and stuff and make it real loud. And you can fucking hear us down the goddamn street because my wife, for some reason, shrieks when she yells, and my daughter will shriek when she yells, and then she's like right. It sounds like a small dog yapping to me right. While we're saying right, I'm like it's what it sounds like. But yeah, so like that's our.
It used to be really good. Sorry, you pointed out that fucking mosquito. Now I'm not gonna be honest with you. Yeah.
Okay.
I used to be really good at towel whipping, and I would in college. I would kill mosquitoes and shit like that. I wish I had
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, like I'm not good at it now, but at one point I was really good. Like I can go and like the shock kills them.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, I don't have anything like that to do that. And I don't want that mosquito to escape. How did that fucking mosquito get in? I guess the door.
Well, the door is open, and the door of the studio is open because there's right there. A lot of openings here, Mr. Dre. Yeah. You're welcoming the mosquito. You're in here.
Well, let's say again, back to gaming and kids. What do you think there should be because gaming
on time?
I was gonna say is there because I know games have ratings. Do you just go by that? Like this game is.
I didn't. So growing up, my mom was like, my mom didn't care. My mom had gave zero fucks when it came to what I played. Didn't fucking care a damn bit. She would come home with Doom.
Hey, here's Mortal Kombat.
She would come home with Doom and Hexagon. And she's like, "Oh, I rented these from the."
This game's called Leisure Suit Larry. I don't know what it's about. Oh, if you guys don't know, Leisure Suit Larry is like basically
it's
kid porn game, so to speak.
No. Don't say it that way. It's not kid porn.
Oh no. Yeah. How do I? It's
easily accessible.
Softcore porn game. Yeah, kid porn sounds very weird.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. No, don't say that. No, it's not that at all. No, it's not that.
We will demonetize. No, softcore porn.
It's a lot of Anyway, but she would come home with like I said, Doom, Hexen, and all these games. It didn't really matter if M or R. She told me because she didn't like video games. She knew, and that's why she would also buy me like subscriptions to like Nintendo Power, EGM. I don't care what you read as long as you read.
Here's just said Hustlers magazine. I don't know what this is about. It's a kid.
Yeah. She didn't care. Okay, so games aside, my mom didn't care my mom didn't care. One time I came home and my mom's like,
I don't know. It's starting to sound like child abuse. You might get CPS called on your mom.
No. So I was in high school, and then my sister, my little sister, and her would clean whatever. And they went to my room and they were cleaning like my hutch where my VCR was. I guess they said it was dirty. So we cleaned your hutch, and then your sister turned your VCR on and pressed play, and then I quickly had to turn it off. So just FYI, when you're watching those videos, make sure you take them off and put them away somewhere.
How did you obtain that material at that age? Because I don't even know how I would.
Friends were friends.
Okay, there you go. That was easy. Okay,
yeah. And they let them borrow them.
Question.
Yeah, but mom
I was never doing that.
I legit had a duffel bag full of material.
Oh, it's very funny that you say that.
She knew it was there. And there was a lock on it. It wasn't like I was trying to hide it. Like it just locked. My little sister didn't get into it.
I used to have a duffel bag of VCR tapes under my bed too.
Wiener.
But I didn't realize that everyone who saw that thought they were
porn.
They were because I was too poor to buy anything back then. So I would use VCR tapes to record rap music.
I did the same thing except with music videos, cartoons, and also I had cable in my room, so I watched softcore porn as well.
But the mines were all rap. Like legitimately, Rap City was my thing, and Yo MTV Raps when it did come on, but it was like always like. But I was recording music videos, and
you weren't poor yet. You had cable.
Yeah, we had cable, but I'm saying like I was poor. Like I couldn't go out and buy me a CD player because I have a job.
You just steal one.
And we didn't get like allowances like that. That
we're in the hood. Why don't you say every friend like, hey, I mean, I steal a CD player.
So I had a VCR, and then when I learned that you can tape over anything, so tapes we weren't watching, you just tape over that little cube, and you can. Now it's a free
the blank VHS 6-hour SLP. Oh,
this Barbie tape is now again Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, 36 chambers on this. Yeah.
Welcome to 36 chambers and all that shit. Yeah. All right. So what do you think? So your mom didn't care.
So like I said, going back to that, my mom didn't care. So I take the same like stance. Like I don't care because as long as she knows. Like we watch a lot of murder shows, like my wife and I, and so she'll sit and watch with us, and my 5-year-old will watch murder shows with us, and she like, and again lately she's tried to pull the shit with me. My wife does not deal with it though. My wife will be like, if you don't like to watch this, go to your room. I don't want to hear from it. Daddy and mommy like this show. We're gonna watch it, and if you don't like it, go to your room. And for some reason, what's up? Shuts up. And then so she watches it, but then she'll get into it. But she'll get into it. She'll get into it. She'll try to start figuring out who killed who. So we tell we tell her like it's all pretend, it's all make believe, it's all pretend, whatever. It's all like these. I'm all their life. So I'll go through. I remember I was going through and I was showing her the xenomorph. And I'm like, oh, this is a xenomorph. I'm like, this is a scary monster. She's like, ooh, but look, the next picture. It's the people behind it controlling it. It's a big puppet. That's all it is. The puppet's like, oh, okay. So we're trying to explain to her that so she doesn't like help her. Doesn't really help her because she still says she's scared. But I don't really care what she plays, like gore or whatever.
Interesting.
It doesn't really bother me. Like I don't say like don't do that. Like I watched Peacemaker with her. Like they have plenty of fucking gore and cussing in there.
Yeah.
The only thing we shy away from her, we don't show her, is any boobies or butts. We don't show her like anything on that on screen.
Okay.
We don't do that. We
draw the line at sex.
Yeah.
Violence, murder, kidnappings, whatever.
The more the merrier.
Sex, oh, ill.
Yeah. We aren't monsters.
What do you take me for? That's just nice. Yeah. I'm not surprised you had that take. I just don't. For me, again, I don't have kids. I just get that.
Okay, we can. Gotcha.
I would, if ideally, my kids would not be. I'm a technologist, so it's really hard. But like, I don't think I would try to. I wouldn't.
You deter them.
Yeah, I would try, because I like TV, but I don't think I would let my kids watch that much television. I love computer shit, but I don't think I would let my kid do that much. I would want my kid to grow up in life without like this need to be online, this need to be on social media. Up until like if they once they like 16, like whatever, if you want to do it now, that's fine. But I just would love ideally that my kid would not have to get into that loop, or like even if they ever asked, it would be really controlled where I can make sure that I can monitor their addiction to these things. Like I would monitor, like you can play a game on your phone.
You keep saying addiction, so they don't addict it right away.
Yeah, but
their enjoyment.
I think all these things, like I can't stop fucking playing ball pit. Right when I go home, I'm probably gonna play ball pit again. I don't know why I keep fucking playing this game.
It's really a game.
Ball cross pit. I just keep playing it, and I don't know why. And I keep saying, like, man, I really gotta put this down. And I'll put it down, and I'll do something else. And like 2 hours later, like, man, I can go one more round and ball.
It's a crack pipe, man.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm addicted, right? Balatro. Well, luckily I kind of like use Balatro to kind of like just pass time on like in a fucking waiting room and some shit. But these games, like they're built to be addictive, right? So I feel like once your kid plays something they enjoy, it's just gonna keep going. Like so, like Instagram is built. Because like I'm hoping Facebook loses this case, or because I don't know if you've been on Instagram or Facebook now, but
yes,
this thing pops up and it's like, oh,
teen accounts.
Yes, teen accounts. That has been popping up a lot now. It's like, okay, they got sued, and like, hey, by the way, we are teen friendly. But I don't think I would want my teen anywhere fucking near Facebook and Instagram.
It doesn't matter because it's so easy for them to start a Gmail or any fake account and create a burner account and create a.
If your parents aren't smart with technology, if you have a server set up where it forces them where they can't log into this, then I mean they might be able to go to their friends or whatever. But if they're on your network, you can technically, again, if you want to get super duper, like, no, you're not doing this.
I'm not blocking ports or anything, but like I know what you mean.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, that's in my head. That's how it would be with my child.
Yeah.
Like they would have a very controlled, very filtered access to, like, because I don't, like I said, YouTube, I don't find all that bad. Like watching, like, you know.
Oh, you know what? So there's on Paramount. No, it's on Peacock. There is this weird show, and I think it's based. I'm assuming it's based on YouTube that they supported it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a father and the daughter and a son, but sometimes a teenage son too, called Diana or something, and it's all about like, and they're all this is like it's all visual stuff. Like, you know, they do things. She pretends she's a rock star or drive around whatever, and like the voice doesn't. It sounds like almost like a chipmunk's voice. Like they've used the voice a little bit, but they've used that for the voice, and then she'll make these weird faces and go whatever. And my wife's like, don't watch this. And then like, tell my daughter, don't watch that because that's the shit that that's the face that I see you do to me. So don't watch it. That is actually a bad influence. So don't do that. Like that's when she hates that she watched that. She says, I don't want you ever watching that again. Like don't watch it. And granted, it's just these little kids essentially doing YouTube videos of like, and sometimes you'll see a father in there, like, you know, doing stuff or helping out or doing some silly thing with their kids, but it looks like it was literally shot on a cell phone and then ported to like Peacock TV.
That's very interesting that you said that.
It's really weird. Again, my wife has always been like, oh, I don't want you know, our daughter to be a screen kid, you know, no screen time. But things change when she's like, "Oh, honey, like go watch a show. I'm doing this, whatever."
Yeah.
The first thing is she's like, "Go play, go do something, go watch a show."
I don't blame your wife for anyway, because like I know that's so easy for a kid. Like, hey, I'm busy. Go play on your screen, and like I don't know. In my world, like, hey, I'm busy. Go read a book. I would even be down with my kid reading comic books, because to me that it takes more like, I don't know. I even though I'm addicted to technology, I would want my kids not to be addicted. Like I am.
Yeah, like again, like I would go. I guess my mom would always tell me,
I don't smartwatch.
I don't care
smartphones.
I don't care what you're reading as long as you're reading, right?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Like I would just want a different world for my kids. So I just find it interesting, like, because again, I don't have kids, so it could be but I see like this world where I have a bunch of friends that have kids, and it's just like they grew up in a completely. I mean, every generation below you grows up in a different generation, but we grew up in a generation where companies actively build these devices that legitimately target children. They say, "Oh, no, it's 13 or on your
cartoons." Yeah.
Well, like they're like, this start 13 or over. Like no, they like most of fucking Jake Paul's fans are kids, right?
In Prime,
Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah.
Kids, and like he sells like Feastables to kids, right? And he's game. So like these things are like legit. Like it reminds me back to these
Alzheimer's.
I was gonna say candy cigarettes.
Oh, I used to have those. I used to love those.
Yeah, I used to love those things too.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I remember they made them illegal because like, okay, kids are like, this is like getting kids addicted to like these little thing. That's like not a cigarette, but it's basically a simulation cigarette. It's kind of like easing him to like, hey, just upgrade to the next best thing.
But but those same Ashley men that sold me those candy cigarettes also would sell packets of limon and chili, which looked like little dime bags that you could pour out in your hand and lick.
I know what you're talking about, but
essentially you're pouring out is this kind of like go from your tongue
to
your nose, and then you're just like you're doing speed or doing whatever.
Did you watch Wonder Man?
I love Wonder Man. Yeah, it was an awesome show.
I haven't finished it yet, but like they're like selling candy, tamarindo.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, we're not dealing drugs, but it looked like a whole operation.
Oh yeah, those are really good. Oh wow.
Like, oh wow, yeah. But no, yeah, oh man, and this is on a different side though. Fucking Costco, or there's a company that now
Costco, yes, I shop there too.
That makes that basically, it's like that tamarindo candy was like has been underground up until like the last 10 years. And now there's like a company that sells them.
Yeah, so for I'm not sure about the actual name, but I went to for Valentine's Day, like the candy and everything. I went to a place in Anaheim that sold candy for piñatas. So I got a fucking pound of like different tamarindo, like the ones where like the actual like tamarindo looks like Tootsie Rolls, are also the ones that have like little missiles you push up and it comes to the top.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah.
Those
you got the kiss. They lick the top. Yeah.
So literally, are and then I got my wife like a whole thing of Chiclets because she likes the little Chiclets like gum. But no, honestly, our table and our cupboard is full of tamarindo candy. She loves it.
I was just saying, like, they sell it at Costco now, and like, man, I always find it funny when you see something like that. It's like, this started in some grandma's basement.
Yeah.
And like that grandma probably gets 0 cents from it, and they're like some white guy at the top of this candy company who's making this Mexican candy and selling it back to Mexico. And they like billions of dollars. Like, yeah, it just took part of the culture. Now they're selling it back to you.
So I
want some tamarindo candy now. I can't. So that shit is so good.
I don't want to butcher the story, so I'm not gonna say it. But there's this guy who made the marzipan, the little like toffee looking circles with like the rose in the front.
Yeah.
There's a whole good story about this guy like being a good boss, like good owner, and like having I guess about the coworkers and paying well. He was a good guy. Look it up. I don't want to butcher the story, but look him up anyway. In my neighborhood, 2 things. The Ashley man that comes around our neighborhood is the same guy who's come around since my wife was a little girl.
Oh wow!
And also that Ashley man sells soft serve ice cream, like with a full on soft serve and everything, and a full on, and like Ace makes the best ice cream sundaes. Also, there's a house that still operates in the neighborhood, in one of the, of course, like not so druggy or gang areas of our neighborhood, but they have converted their front part of their house, if you walk in the door, to a candy store. All the kids know to go to that house, and they will sell you candy and soda and everything.
When I lived in the hood, it was like that too. Like we all knew the house that sold the candy, and it was like my mom didn't like us going out there because it looked like now that I look back on it, it did kind of look like a drug deal.
Yeah,
because like go in the house and but it was like it was candy. It sold candy. I mean, they might have sold some other stuff, but yeah, I think Gavin Newsom, he passed a law.
It's the same family, and like they moved it, they franchised the family.
I know Gavin Newsom passed a law. I think you're allowed to have a restaurant in your house now or serve food.
I don't know, man. There was a I was gonna say.
I'm saying candy might be covered. Is what I was gonna say.
Like,
yeah.
Before I move on to that, I think I'll say on candy. Your time when you know that you see it at Costco or whatever your store, that will not be the same. It's when I work in Irvine, I go to Costco during lunch. Do not see anything Mexican in over there.
Costco's are
it's all based on your location.
Yeah, regional. Like fucking Costco's in Japan are fucking fire. Going back to loop it back to Japan, fire. And Costco's in Hawaii. So they sell poke now here at Costco, but they always sell with poke in Hawaii Costco, at least last decade. And Costco's in Washington, they sell oysters.
Oh,
I don't know if you're into oysters. I love me some.
I like Rockefeller, so like cooked ones.
Yeah. So I always like oysters, so we could buy oysters at Costco. They sell them at the jar. We're gonna end it because we get you don't care. The kids' balls to the wall. No, you're fine. I mean, again, I don't know. It's just an interesting concept to see how we grew up, and how my mom was hands off too, but my mom wasn't around to, force.
Your mom worked a lot. That's
yeah. So she
wasn't around.
I'm saying like she wasn't around to supervise my
goings on,
my content at all. Like and even if she was around, she wouldn't have the knowledge base to stop me from doing, like I could just do this on a computer when she was sleeping or whatnot. So she was at a fault because she just all this new technology I understood and she didn't.
Your mom was busy working and raising a family, like she didn't have time to worry. She was
busy working, raising a family, and even if she wasn't like busy, she wouldn't have the knowledge base to stop me, right? So it's just an interesting concept, like how, because again, I didn't grow up with a cell phone, so at least there's that where I didn't get addicted to.
Yeah.
Like I watch people walk dogs, and I always find it funny. Every person you ever see walking a dog is staring at the cell phone. If I watch someone walking a dog, anywhere you are, they're staring at their cell phone. When I go out to like eat in a restaurant, I try my hardest not to pull up my cell phone and I look around because everyone else is staring at the cell phone. It's just like this.
Some restaurants now have scanned the QR code.
Yeah,
so you're
there is that.
looking at your phone.
But a lot of people aren't. They're doing that.
Korean barbecue in our area has to do that. A nice one has like, scan your phone.
I can't stand. I hate those menus so much because you hit back. Because I'm always hitting back. If you hit back, X is the fucking like. No, wait, I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to. I can't stand. There's certain things I can't stand. It's like that. I would much rather a paper menu than me scan a fucking menu. It drives me fucking nuts. I get the economics of you scanning this menu, that way they can change it on the fly and you don't have to reprint all this shit. Still, I would much rather fucking print a menu. I'm that old guy. I hate kiosk. When you go to a fucking boba shop, type this shit. I'm like, look, I want to talk like, can I order this? Like, I know what I fucking want. I don't want to fucking search through the damn kiosk to find it.
So my wife went to go get the salad, a thing called Salad Express or Salad Zaros, whatever. I found some salads place in our area that you may have seen. But I walked in there and like you have to like, do everything on your phone, or there's no in-person interaction. You have to. No, it's a poke place. No, it's a salad place. Salad. He's doing everything.
Yeah.
Salad. And she said she couldn't order a salad in person. She had to go through and do it on like a kiosk or her phone. She had to, it was always on the phone only. And all you had to do was like the person interaction. The only interaction was to pay. And you pick up your salad there.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. We learned that Taylor does his daughter is just all his kids, if he has more, we'll just be
my daughter.
balls to the wall.
Great
No supervision whatsoever.
Great content.
Whereas me, I would be the exact opposite. You'll be chained up to that wall until you're 16 years old, and then even then, it's a little iffy. You're like, all right, let me just look over your shoulder. You okay over there? So yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll let you finish, right?
Yeah. So thanks for listening or watching. If you're on YouTube, check out. You do audio only. We do audio only on Spotify and on iTunes. Check us out. Subscribe and follow us there. If you're on audio, if you're listening on audio, you can go on YouTube, watch a video there, see us in person. You can also catch us Monday, Wednesday, Fridays with the videos going out. Wednesday being our podcast, like I mentioned. Monday, Friday will be video game or gaming related topics, either reviews or gameplay, or sometimes we're doing like Fight Fridays on Fridays. We play a fighting game or a brawler, or we'll do like a multi-part game. We'll finish. But on that note, thanks for watching, listening, and we'll see you guys later.
Peace.